everybody, welcome to Talking Habs. I'm Rick. We got the game between I don't know. I got lost there. That's not what I usually say. It's Montreal Canadiens at the Minnesota Wild. Um, a rematch from last Tuesday's game in Montreal, and Montreal lost 3-1. Let's see what they can do tonight. Um, yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. My co-host Matt will be joining us shortly, and let's see who's here and pass it off to the people here. 65 chili pepper. Okay, I'm not sure what you can't give guesses here for the guess the score contest, so I'm not sure what you're saying. Hey Pete, how you doing? All's good. Do you think we get the win? I got it at 3-2 Montreal, but it's it's a hard game to call. I don't know. I really don't. I don't know. We'll see what. It's impossible for me to give a definitive answer on that because I'm not sure. And yeah, that's where I'm at. Hey, Safka, how you doing? Was popping Slovakia checking in. Go Habs, go! Welcome back. Appreciate having you in from Slovakia. Guru, how's it going, Guru? Awesome. So we're just, I would imagine, about 10 minutes away from the game, from the puck drop. I'm wondering why my feed is not getting to the game itself. They should be kind of at the game now. I don't know. All right. So we have, I don't know who's in the lineup tonight for defense because it's a possibility that Edmondson is in the lineup. I can't tell. The reason I say that is I have the lineups from 2:00 this afternoon when they released them, but I saw some people saying that Eddie was going to be in the lineup later in the afternoon. So I don't know if there was a change. It happened last game where there was changes after the official roster or lineup was released. So I don't know. Going to find out when the game starts, which is momentarily, about 10 minutes. All right, so talk to me in the channel until the game starts, and then I'll be doing some play-by-play. We'll be doing some game commentary. We'll be talking to you in the chat, and hopefully having fun tonight. Last game, Saturday's game in St. Louis was really fun. Started out a bit slow for Montreal, but man, did they ever end it well. So I don't know what's going to happen here. It's almost impossible to kind of call. Right now, they're on a really good roll, 2-game winning streak, which, that's not a big thing, but for Montreal as of late, it is. And they're going for 3 in a row. Last season, they didn't get 3 in a row, I don't think, until Marty came along. Definitely didn't get one under Ducharme. So this would be early in the season to get 3 in a row. I don't know. It's going to be a tough one to get for them. Good thing is, Montreal, they just never give up anymore, right? You score 1, 2, 3, whatever against them, they don't give up. So that's going to be good. That'll help them here. Can they solve Marc-Andre Fleury? They could barely do that last week. I hope it's better this week. Do I think Montreal is a good place for living? I live here. I do. I think Montreal is a good place to live. You got to put up with a little bit of language issues. And it's been better here. There's been years where it's been better, but I still think we're in a good spot here. So yeah, I like Montreal. Ray, you gotta let me put my feet down, Ray. Thank you. My dog loves to sit on my feet or lie on my feet and not give me anywhere to put my feet. I'm trying to hear if they're going to say that Edmondson's in the lineup. Weidman's out there. I don't think so. I think my lineup is probably going to be right. All right. Yeah. So just dead air, not really good. I was looking at some highlights, and I'm trying to hear what they're saying. I got the volume up a little too little. But they didn't show Edmondson, so I don't think Eddie's in the lineup. Oh, here we go. Nope, Eddie's not in the lineup. So the lineup is basically the same. Drew is in, Hoffman is out, Dadonov's still out, Slavkovsky's in. I believe this is Slav's 8th game, so pretty much they got one more, and then they got to decide are they keeping him up here, because if they send him to Laval after the next game, his first year of his ELC, I think. ELC? I don't know. There's a slide thing. It'll slide to next year. So we'll see what they're doing. If they think he's going to be best served being here, he'll stay. Who's the starting goalie? Allen is in that tonight. Oh, yeah. No, they just showed Monty there on the side, but he's on the side. No, Allen's starting tonight. Remember, for Montreal, they want to beat Minnesota. I mean, the team, they want to beat them. The coaching staff, they just want to beat them here. I see Jack Eye's in. Well, we got that solved. Jack Eye's in the lineup. Lineup hasn't changed from the last game except for Drouin being in for Hoffman. So there's no change there. Well, they're talking about the game, last game. Suzuki and Caulfield with 3 points each last game. Awesome. They're on a hot streak. I mean, those two guys are just awesome together. And Suzuki, I don't know. You know what? Not much mentioned about how great the pass to Caulfield through traffic was. And then I think his first goal, Suzuki made an amazing second effort to get the puck off the backboards to the other side of the net that allowed Caulfield to score that goal. So great effort by Nick Suzuki. And I didn't see enough about that, to be honest with you. He should have got more praise for that. Nice highlights. Yeah. Yeah, so the puck drop should be coming up next, I believe. They're in a commercial break here, so. Do you have some people in Montreal that refuse to speak to you in English? Yeah, there are people out there. Of course there are. The pass and the penalty shot. That's true, yeah. No, I'm just saying that not only the pass, but that effort. I was wondering who it was that leaped at the puck, managed to bank it off the boards behind the net and over to the other side for Caulfield, and it was Suzuki. Just amazing effort, and that's what your captain does. Babe, that's a good way to put it. There's ignorant people everywhere. It is a good way to put it, right? They're ignorant. I don't care anymore. You don't speak to me in English. Unless I need something from you, I'm not speaking to you in French. That's just how it's going to be then. All right. What do we got going on? Nothing. All right. Well, we got 23 people in the room. Give it a thumbs up if you're having a good time. I appreciate that. We're about ready for puck drop. I would think it's just a couple of minutes away. And we're hoping for an exciting game by Montreal. We'll see if they can get revenge here. And we'll see which Marc-Andre Fleury is here tonight. His numbers aren't great, but they're getting better because they were pretty bad. They're still bad, though. Allen with good numbers. Yeah, well, Huzu, I'm not going to be 100% in agreement with you. customer service is customer service. You should want to serve your customers and not be arrogant or racist, or it's not racist or whatever about it, and only speak French. So I disagree with you. Sorry. All right, I got a face off anyway, so I don't know how far behind or ahead I am of you guys, but we're about 10 seconds in now. Montreal behind their own net. Coming out over the line. They do pop it out of there, but not cleanly. And now they do control it. Drouin with a pass across ice. I think it was Monahan. Monahan took a shot, an easy shot for Fleury to stop. It's in the corner. Pass went off a guy's leg, and now here comes Minnesota. Allen with a good save. I don't know who that was on, but Middleton. Oh, well, Matt just texted me, so he didn't. He says he didn't. That I didn't tell him that I was on tonight, and anyways, I thought I did. I might not have, so he didn't know. Canada's a great place, Sofka. Just because something's a law doesn't make it right. That's what I say. What time I got? I don't have a watch. It's 9:10, 19:10 to left in the first. So they're almost at the minute mark now. Gone in the first. They seem to be. I missed it, I guess, because I was talking, but I get there. Right now, Minnesota with it behind their net. Oh, put on the brakes and stopped. They get it up to the half wall, up over the line. But not cleanly. They get it, dump it into Montreal's corner. I think they went for a changeup. Montreal, that's Harris with it behind his net. I'm at 18:30, so there you go. That's the feed I got, guys. What can I tell you? I just won't do a lot of play-by-play, and we'll just talk about the game. And that's all we can do then, if I'm that far behind, and that happens. BL, first of all, Pete's in the West, so we're 3 hours different straight up. So it doesn't really work out for something like that anyway. And Pete, the rookie minimum and the veteran minimum are the same. Nothing. Lucas Edmondson is not in the lineup tonight. No. Well, if I can't do play-by-play, I'm still going to do something, guys. Sorry. Face-off coming up here. Yeah, that's pretty funny, actually, right? And it's true. I hear now Uber. Is it Uber? Uber's going to deliver. Yeah, I think Uber Eats is going to have pot stores in Toronto, I think, on their. Yeah, you could just order it that way. Imagine that happening to you. That's the ultimate irony. Is that irony? That would be irony, wouldn't it? Pete, you'd have to work for free. That's a prerequisite. That's number one. I'm still going to do some play-by-play. Don't worry. I'm kind of waiting for something like my shrooms ain't kicked in yet. When they kick in, I'll be doing fine. So we got almost 3 minutes gone here. Shots are 3-1 Montreal, and no score. So far, I think Montreal's playing well. If they can keep playing like this all game, it should be. This might be. I'm not going to jinx it by saying a win, but it could be. All right. Where are we? Montreal just getting it out of their end, but not cleanly. Oh, maybe better than I thought. Army with a shot, and on Fleury with a kind of glove blocker save. He hangs on. We'll have a face off, probably to the left. I'm going to guess to the left of Fleury. Oh, Lucas, I just figured out what you said doesn't happen. Well, I imagine it's going to happen here too. I'm surprised it hasn't already. There, see, Rory's got one. I got one too. It's you order online and the post office delivers it. Apparently the one in Toronto, like you have delivery within an hour, like an hour or two delivery time. So it's like, if it's not in an hour, do you get it free? Probably not. I'm not sure if they've. I think I remember a couple games in the last few that they were all ahead in shots early, and then the other teams came back. So doesn't mean much. It's early in the game. Oh my God! An open net. Nobody could get to that puck. Okay, just over 4 minutes gone. Montreal putting some pressure on in the offensive zone. Here comes Minnesota's breaking it out over Montreal's line. I'm not sure that is. Pass got sort of deflected, but they got it back in, got a shot away that was wide. Minnesota still trying, getting shots, still holding on, and Jake Allen holds on. Kind of trading some chances back and forth there. So we'll have a face-off in front of Allen somewhere, one of the two sides, obviously. Who was that? I couldn't see who missed that shot, but he went wide. All right, it was the face-off was to the left of Allen. Montreal won the draw. They're coming out. Gallagher with a shot. Right on to his logo there, Fleury, and he made an easy save. He hung on. We'll have a face-off in Minnesota zone. The Gallagher shot, it hit the defender. Kind of changed a little bit. It looked like it dropped the speed of the shot, too. So, there you go. Where am I? I'm paying 40, Rory. Yeah, I like the prices where I get it from. No, it's actually from BC, BL. Bye-bye, that's the best way, man. That's the best way. All right, speaking of that, light them if you got them. First, I'll have a drink of. But seriously, I'm paying 40, so I don't think I've ever in my life gotten it this cheap. I remember when I was young in the 80s, I was getting it 60. And then it shot up and it's never gone back down. And all of a sudden, I'm paying better prices than that. So I'm not complaining. Anthony, I'm using On Hockey TV right now. It seems to be the best one this season anyway. So we got 14:22 to go here in the first. Montreal just backpedaling into their own end. And coming out, Savard straight up the middle. Andy couldn't handle that. Here comes Minnesota the other way. Oh, it was like a 2-on-1, although I think Andy was all over, or no, it was Galley was all over the second guy. And coming back the other way, Montreal. Galley just sort of overshot that pass. Damn it. Come on, guys. Back to the point. Harris with a shot. Definitely hit somebody. Went to the corner. There's some good pace to this game. A lot of good energy here. I think this could be a really fun game to watch once we're said and done. BL, I should start a new channel. Oh, do I want to do? I don't know that I want to name it on air. If you want to look it up, just look up Naked. I don't know if it's Canada or Cannabis. That's what it's called. There's also Canapost, but prices aren't as good. Who you watching the crowd? I know actually somebody, just a regular person I follow on Twitter, she's gone to the game. She lives out in Wisconsin. I know she's at the game. Rory, the pace has been good. Yep. Pace has been good. Which I think, if I'm correct, right? St. Louis, the pace wasn't as good most of the game. Like I think I was saying it was a bit of a slow paced game, and this one is pretty good. That's I remember when Marty St. Louis was hired. That was one of the things he said that he wants the team to play with is pace, and that's what he means. Commercial break, by the way. That's why I'm kind of quiet here. Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing else to say. Hey, AV, how you doing? I thought you said Park X back horn. That's what I saw. Welcome back to the channel, V. Yeah, I'm not. If you're updating me, BL, on a Phillies game on baseball, you don't really have to because I don't really care. To be honest. Zuccarello, they're showing him now, having a hell of a season. He's a small guy too. I didn't realize how small Zuccarello is. What's up? I wanted to say something really witty that I would have gotten like from Cheers when Norm would come into the bar, and nothing came to mind. Normal shit, man. How about you? All right, we're down to 13:05 to go in the first. Shots are 8-4 in favor of Montreal. No score in the game on this high-paced, fast-paced game. An icing call against Minnesota here, so the puck will go back the other way. Yeah, but BL, I'm the only one you need to like. I'm the only one that's no. I'm just not going to say that. That's okay. I don't really care. Same day, different. What is it? Same shit, different day. Same shit, different day. That's what I say. Armia chasing the puck, can't get it, but Montreal does catch up to it, and then they lose it. On a stick handle, Habs back pedal in their own end. Armia with it again over his line, pass over to, I don't know who that is. Monahan. Monahan at the half wall, cross ice, intercepted. Minnesota coming back through the neutral zone over the blue line. Little flip pass to Kaprizov. He didn't really handle that. Behind the net, yeah, against the boards. They throw it around to the half wall. Minnesota with it right now. Comes back up to the point. Back to the corner. Kaprizov with a wraparound try. Save Allen. Montreal's got it now. They're trying to come out of their zone. They do. Caulfield. Shot. Save by Fleury. Damn it. Caulfield. Pass over. Nope. Caulfield's pass to Kovacevic. Gets intercepted. And here comes Minnesota. Shot that gets deflected. Montreal picks it up in the corner. Flipped out into the neutral zone. Merrill had it. He couldn't handle it. Dak took it back. Threw it into the offensive zone, but I think one of the Habs crossed the line already, so offside. Pretty mild for the next week, pretty much, V. Weekend's supposed to be beautiful here, 21 and 20 degrees. So, yeah, we're not getting that snow and cold weather that a lot of other places are getting out here in the east. We're just skirting around underneath it. 10:45? No, I got 11 and 12. Sorry if I'm behind, but hey, I'm Greek tonight. Ha ha ha! That's a funny joke. I'm enjoying doing the play-by-play, so I don't know. If you want me to stop, send money. Send money to make Rick stop. How's that? That's actually a good way to raise money. You know, I just think of that. That could be really good. Teresa, so do I, but I mean, it's very unlikely that that's going to happen anytime in the near future, unfortunately. They teased us with the possibility, and it's not going to happen. And yeah, I'd love to have them back. Kaprizov is the best player on either one of these two teams yet. Caulfield is outscoring him by a goal. So I don't know about us saying that as much as we used to when Suzuki and Caulfield are playing the way they are. It's not 9:30, dude. It's like almost 8:30. I don't know what you got there. Guru, I don't envy you. We're gonna have plus 20 to start next week and no snow. Matter of fact, I'm going to see my dad on Sunday again, and I'm going to be able to go with my scooter. So, depending on where you're watching this, there's anywhere from 10 and a half minutes to 9.5 minutes to go. And shots are 9-6 now. No score still. I mean, I don't know. I could not even watch now. You guys are so far ahead. No one said a goal, so I know there's no scoring. Slav, that was a funny move by Slav there. I'd rather our duo over their one guy, to be honest with you. Because that duo's produced 20 points, and one guy, Kaprizov's produced 9. And it's not to knock Kaprizov at all. He's an amazing player. I'm not saying anything about that he's not. BL, you got to go 7-minute mark, and all is well. I don't know how you're that far ahead of me, but freaking hell, you're ahead of me by a lot. I just turn the game off, and we'll just talk. But Guru, you're out. You're actually out in the west. You guys are supposed to get a milder winter than normal. That's what I had heard. And us here in the east, they're supposed to get a little bit harsher and a little more snow. But Montreal was right at the bottom of that thing, and it looks like we skirted that so far. So I'm happy for that. Come on, guys. I know you don't score here, but you know. Well, I'm still going to do my play-by-play a little bit. So right now, anyways, it's 10-7. Shots are in favor of Montreal. There's no score. Minnesota waiting for players to set up after a line change, and here they come. I'm at 7 minutes too now. Here comes Evans. Beautiful pass, though. But it hit a body in front. Oh, another chance. Hit it again. Hit a body. Damn it. I'm at 610. My number's higher. See, Jim needs the play-by-play because he's not watching. The IIHF, how do we see it? When the World Junior Championships are on. I don't see why we don't take it seriously. A shot from the point. Allen makes the grab and hangs on, and we'll go from here. But there's a whistle, so now we got to stop. And they're going to go for a TV timeout. So. Yeah, good thing Matt showed up, eh? Maybe he fell asleep in the shower. That's a possibility. I'm better than the comment. I just lost my feed. Damn it! I'm better than the commentators. I appreciate that, but I doubt that's true. But that's me. Maybe I'll be a little ahead here. Let's see where I'm at now. Nope, I'm at 534 now. Still no score. Shot went off a stick and over the glass, or hit the netting and came back. One of those two things. Oh damn, Lucas! I should send you a. If you ever do that, get somebody else. Make sure you send them a coupon because you can do that. If they order, then you get a coupon. I forgot to say that, but yeah, awesome, man. By the way, they don't always have everything at 40, but they do have, and you'll get an email, and it'll tell. That's when I buy when it's 40, and it's usually every week. There's some that go down to 40. My feed is blurry. Yeah, my signal went. Yeah, I can't do anything about it. Happens every freaking game. Shots are 10-8, so it's not totally reflected in the shots. Although Minnesota's come back to be not far behind now. Montreal had at the beginning had a lot more. How's the sound? Even if the feed's blurry, as long as the sound is good. It's Matt's fault. If he was here, feed wouldn't be blurry. Nice chance there by Galley. So Montreal's getting their zone time here anyway. It's not all Minnesota. Yeah. Gallagher, another high shot. Fleury made a save but couldn't hold on to it. Minnesota coming back the other way with 3:35 to go in the first. Wide shot there, back to the point. Minnesota's shot from the point. Allen with a glove save hangs on. So far, no penalties, no scoring, and it's been a good game so far. That's just, I don't know. I'm watching a commercial and I'm wondering, I don't know that Italian people are going to really like that for East Side Mario's. Kind of weird. I don't know why I'm getting commercials. I don't want them. All right, what are we going to talk about? The end of the period is coming up, so get your questions ready. As always, ask me any question you want. If I know the answer, I'll tell you. If I don't, I will lie. At least I'm honest about that. Still commercials. Man, how many freaking it's a TV timeout. How many commercials you got going? Another commercial. I already forgot, Franco. Sorry. In one ear, out the other. Will there be fisticuffs in this game? I have zero idea. As long as it's a close game, I kind of doubt it, to be honest with you. So should have been a politician, but I'm too honest for that. I tell you when I lie. Politicians don't do that. No worry, Huzu. No worry. So 3:15 to go here in the first. Dumped in. Yeah, my signal's low, and you can see it on the game here for me. It's not a great signal, and I don't know why. It always happens. Pre-game show doesn't happen. Comes 8:00, 7:00. Although this time the pregame show was at 7. Yeah, this happens. So I don't know why. And I'm wondering, and I don't know how it would have something to do, but I'm splitting my screen, right? Got two screens. I took the window from one. I just took the window off and put it there to watch the game. And I don't know if that has an effect on it at all or not, or if I should do it a different way. I don't know. But I tend to think that would have nothing to do with my signal strength. How are Pitlick and Drouin doing? The fact that I have not heard either's name, I don't know if that's a good sign, but I haven't been watching as close as I should, as always. But I haven't really noticed either. So Come on, guys. Oh, Doc had a chance there. Montreal with a flurry of chances here. Try to get that first goal. Nice pass by Suzuki. Caulfield could not put it in, but that was a really nice pass again by Suzuki. Just sublime passing by Suzuki. I'm telling you, man. It's whose Halloween costume? I'm missing you there. Sorry. Feed cleared up, but now it's back down to being shitty. Under 2 minutes to go on my clock. Wild with it in Montreal's end now. Nice. I don't know who the defenseman was, but that was a nice play there. I think it was Gooley or it was Jack-Eye because he was big. But so is Cavassa. I think it's Gooley because Gooley looks like he's out there. Yeah. Habs defense playing really good. Blocking shots and taking away chances. A minute to go. Ladies and gentlemen, the last minute of play in this period. There's Drouin. They just mentioned his name. Look at that. Last minute of play, and you heard Drouin's name for the first time. $30 seconds to go here. Hit the like button. Yeah, we'll hear about Drouin. That's it. Hit the like button. Well, Drouin is going to score a goal. If you hit it often enough, he'll score. Watch and see. 14 seconds to go. Whistle at the blue line, so I guess offside. No score in the first. It looks like we will have a scoreless first. Nice close game. And if I remember, I mean, their stats are very close. These teams right now, statistically, are very close to each other. So it's not a surprise. And I think I said that in the last game. And it was 3-1, but I don't know. Could be that tonight again. Montreal's up on shots, 15-7. So they're more than doubling the Wild on shots. And this period has ended. All right, what do we want to talk about? It is time to do that. What did you guys think of the play in the first period? It was pretty good. Are you surprised there's no scoring? Habs did most of their scoring in the St. Louis game in the second and third periods. So good point, Guru. But I said it earlier, but that's a good point that in the second we're not like laden down with penalties because they go, oh, we didn't call any penalties in the first period. We got to call double this penalties in this second period then. Anything that even looks like a penalty, you call it. Many teams getting a 3 or 4 game winning streak will be leading for a while, but that would change by end of November. Yeah, it's early season stats, right? You got to wait till 20, 25 games in to start getting a look at where the leaders are they're going to start to, hopefully anyways, pull apart a little bit. It's too early. We're 10 games in is just too early. That's why I did say, I don't know if it was in the I guess the pregame show. With the Leafs, they're not doing well right now, but I mean, there's so many games left. They got plenty of time left to change it around. I hope they don't, personally, but Danny, am I for tanking? I am for tanking. I'm not for the players tanking or the coaches tanking. I am for management doing what they can to make it happen. Um, but then again, like I love to watch my team win. So I don't know. It's hard to tell what these guys are going to be because they're playing really well. I don't know if it's sustainable for a whole season though. So, but I don't know. They're starting to make me question that. What's your position on that, Danny? Stupid commercial. My God. Come on, talk to me so I don't have to watch that stupid commercial. Lucas, I don't know. By the way the action is going, though, I kind of tend to think first goal is going to start, like, sort of open up the floodgates a bit and we'll get some more scoring. But yeah, it could be a very low scoring game, too. All right. Um, Talk to me, people. Please talk to me. Nah, it's one of those lulls. I have nothing prepared. That's the problem, and I don't have my co-host here to talk to me when there's nobody talking to us. I don't know what happened to Matt now. Danny, I think they are fulfilling that. Right, the play is pretty good and fun to watch. Yeah, my screen is blurry because of my connection's not great for some reason. I don't know why it goes like that, but it does, and I can't help it. Franco, isn't that Que Sera, Sera? Whatever will be, will be. That's who made that really big was oh god, what's her name? Doris Day. And it's marking you for how old you are, man. Yeah, I as much as it might sound weird to being a Habs fan, I hope they don't make the playoffs because I think making the playoffs, I don't know if that's a good thing for them, right? We've seen it before with Habs teams when they shouldn't make the playoffs and then they do, and then it screws them up for a few years. You know, I don't want to see that happen here. I baby him so he does what he wants. I don't baby him. Off topic, but did you hear about the rapper who died today? I did. Very like I saw it on Twitter. A headline. That's what happens when everybody's got guns, Lucas. Guns and drugs and drinking, bad combination. Both Peter. No, it's not a. There's no race here, by the way, with Pete or Matt or anything like that. I don't know where you got that from. And what's a bowling alley got to do with anything? Oh, that's where they were dicing in a bowling alley. Yeah, well, that's handguns, man. When you see him off the ice, he's not a huge guy. Go 6'2's, I mean, not huge, but They're talking about Gooley, by the way. Harris is playing really well. I gotta tell you. I don't think they're gonna. I don't know who'd go down if Edmondson is ready. I don't know what's gonna happen. I wish my signal was better though. American ads are so weird. Which one are you talking about? Oh, you're where are you, Anthony? You're in. Am I right? Philadelphia. I want to say you're a Flyers fan, right? Friend of Matt's, no? I could be wrong on the friend of Matt's part. All right, peoples, talk to me. Say hi. Ask a question. Tell me off. Tell me I'm ugly. I mean, whatever you want. Say hi. Kovacevic can't. Kovacevic cannot go down. No, they have to waive him, and you got to figure that the way he's playing, if they waive him, it's going to get picked up. So, it might be they send Harris down because they have to. He's the only one on the defense that has the waiver is waiver exempt. Well, Arbor is too. Gooley is too. Gooley's not going down. I don't. I don't know. It could be one or the other. I think Arbor, being as physical as he is, I think it keeps him here. Anthony, you're near Dorval. I'm in Dorval. I thought you were in the States. I'm sorry. Yeah, awesome. What do you think about Marchand coming back a month early? I yeah, F Marchand. I hate him. You know I hate Marchand. What do you think? I wish he didn't come back a month early. I don't think I can't see. Can the Bruins sustain that? I mean, they can't really. So I don't know. Just lost my feed. Nice. Get it back. Because they just want me to click that and get an ad. And now I got it back. Thank you. Oh, and it went away again. Dang, that's never happened. Dang it. Nope. That ain't coming back. Yeah. No, thank you. Anybody else lose the feed? Oh, yeah. He's gone. Yeah, I don't want that. Nope. Rather have the home feed. Oh, I thought it was French. And we went in the States. Sorry, I had to get my feedback. Oh wow, that's a lot. If I'm here on game, well, exactly right. Can't see it live. Besides, it's in the States tonight, so Senators are for sale. Yes, that is apparently something. Hang on. No, it's too loud in my ear. Well, I can just turn it down here. Where was I? Jethro McSheeperd, are you saying that happened and I'm that far behind, or that's what you're thinking is going to happen? Who's my favorite or least favorite played currently on the Habs? Who's my least favorite? God, that's also a tie. My favorite, obviously, everyone knows that my favorite is Suzuki and Caulfield. And they're like, to me now, they're one. Um, my least favorite has got to be tie between Drouin and Dadonov, and I think I might be actually leaning towards Dadonov, who's done absolutely nothing. Um, yeah, there you go. Beba, yeah, I think you're right. It was expected. They're listed at, I think, $565 million in their valuation that was just released, I think, today, the whole league. Pete, you made dinner and ate it, and Matt texted me, what, over an hour ago? And he had to shower and get on. And you see, Matt, how the hell do you do that? I agree with BL. Curry, yuck. I don't like curry. I'm definitely not a curry person. No. Um, Lucas, I kind of doubt that. I mean, maybe an American owner, but I don't think they're going to move the team. They got a good lease. They're building a new arena. That's what it is. They're building a new arena. I doubt they're going to move the team now. Screen's better, but my signal's still low. Pete, yeah, I'm okay with that. I have no clue as to what I'm missing as well. I'm okay with that. I've tried curry. I don't like curry. Lucas says for him, it was Armia going into the season. Oh, I didn't never disliked Armia. Frustrated me and all that. I don't think I disliked him though. Yeah, I maybe add Hoffman in there. And we got all three, the trio. HDD. Back to Blur Town. No, now my signal says full, so I think I'm good now. You have a craving for Indian food now. I want to say I've never really had Indian food, so, but it's because I don't like curry. So, Lucas is not the same. For like Quebec built the new arena, but they didn't have a team at the time. It's not the same as Ottawa that has a current team and is building a new arena. It's not. It's just not the same. I know absolutely nothing about curry dishes, and I don't want to. But yeah, isn't curry's pretty big in the States, right? Because there's a lot of people from India and Pakistan and all that, the countries that eat curry a lot, and there's a lot of people in the UK like that. I imagine that's their biggest immigrant population. Am I right? Wait a second. Oh, okay, Lucas. Okay, I get it. I get it. You know what? Quebec City's a nice city. I don't no need to make fun of them. They're a good place. Always been nice to go to Quebec. I haven't been there in a long time, but it's always been it's always been and I hear from other people too. I haven't been there in a long time, but it's still nice. And the people are friendly, and you can, from what I understand, maybe not right now, but go back a couple of years and you could still get English there, no problem. Well, Matt went there and he said he had no trouble. Oh, I don't dislike curry because it's hot. I don't like the taste or the smell. Lucas, it's a beautiful town. It is. Actually, I haven't been there. Geez, when was the last time I was in Quebec City? I don't know. I was young. It's got to be 40, more than 40 years ago. Yeah, Quebec City is a cool place. I like it. I'd like to go back. Like I said, I've been there a long time. I'd go back if get an opportunity. Oh, how did I get this back? Oh, I'm on the American feed. Let's see if I can get a Canadian feed back. Can I? No, they're still out. Why is one feed out? It's so weird. I don't like watching the American play-by-play. We're about just about back for the second. They're just about ready for the face-off on my screen. Um, I imagine I'm still not where you guys are at, but I'll do my best. And he scored! It hasn't started yet. Yeah, don't hold your breath for that, Lucas. Though. They're underway, and then a quick whistle. I don't know why. Icing? I guess icing. Well, Matt Boldy went 12th in the draft year that Caulfield went 15th. I forgot about that. Both of them having a good season so far. Come on, guys. Let's go. Open the scoring. Cooley with a shot off a player's leg and still almost bounced to the at the net. Where'd you go that you got asked for your ID almost? Scores! Not Montreal. I didn't really see it. I'll wait for a replay. Minnesota on the board. Shaw. Is that who got it? Oh, it went through his legs. Yeah, Shaw got the goal. Oh my God. Like that's a way nobody wins. Nobody picked that guy. There's a good wide variety of picks for the guess the score contest for the names for the first goal scorer. And still a no name person gets the first goal. Canadians only 10 goals in the 10 first period so far this season. Smokes at the convenience store. Hey, you look 18. Well, go with it, man. I wouldn't mind if someone said, "Hey, are you old enough?" I'd laugh with my gray beard, but still. Damn it. Why is he a why is Armia a dummy? It was a nice attempt there. Uh interference, right? Goaltender interference. There you go. I get it. See what he did. Oh, true. He like went into him I don't know if that was on purpose, but all right. They've got a pretty good power play, 28.1%, I think, on the power play for Minnesota right now. Let's see. First penalty of the game. I guess I should be giving the numbers on this game. I apologize. There's no clock on the screen right now. Puck went over the glass in Montreal zone, so we're going to get a face off there. Oh yeah, Lucas, it happens less and less as you get older, believe me. Like I said, I'd be flattered if someone would ask me for my ID. Instead of being asked for my seniors card. I've never been asked for that. Yeah, you know what, Franco? I was thinking to myself, is that Chris Lee? Because I hate that piece of garbage. It's it's goal waved off. Minnesota scored, but it's waved off. Chris Lee, we're gonna lose this game if it's Chris Lee. He hates us, and he's horrible. They're gonna look at it because it might have been in and out. Oh, that's a goal. It's 2-0 Minnesota. Kaprizov with a goal. Oh, that went in. Definitely went in and out. So it's 2-0. Yeah, Chris Lee's reffing. We're losing. That's just the way it works. He's an arrogant piece of shit, and I hate him. BL, put that Chris Lee on my list. Cost of cigarettes are insane. I get my tobacco from the reserve, and I pay very little. Yeah, that went in and out really fast. All right, so we got a 2-0 score. Shots are 17-10 in favor of Montreal, but it's now 2-0 for Minnesota. We got 16:31 to go here in the second, and Montreal's down to nothing. Great. See if they can claw back here. They did it last game. That was reviewed, Huzu, yeah. Evans sweeping in. Can he? No. Got to swing wide back up to the point. Harris with a shot wide. Slav couldn't really pick it up easily. He's got it now. His shot hit somebody. And here comes Minnesota. Back the other way. Up. Here comes Slav. Up. No, not really. Oh. Now that's I don't know that I've ever seen that. They slid into the goalie, slapping somebody else, and the goalie, Flirty, fell right back on top of them. I think Slav's going to get Slav's getting a penalty. I got to look at that. I don't know if he really did or not. Oh, yeah, that's a tripping call. Yeah. He knocked his legs out. As a matter of fact, I mean, if he wasn't falling when it happened, that'd be a pick. You know, because he put an arm and he pulled him back. Leg. That's a pick, isn't it? No, sorry, not a pick. That's a slew foot, sort of. There, Beal's got it, right? Slew foot. I think because he was falling. I don't know that he did it so much on purpose as a slew foot, and that's why they didn't call it a slew foot. That's what I think. Lucas, look at if you saw the replay, he tripped him. Danny's 1-0 for 2-0 Minnesota. And now Minnesota's on the power play. So, oh wow, how that got missed. Kaprizov, and he went down a little weird. He's lucky his leg didn't get underneath him like that. By the way, with that Kaprizov goal, he ties Cole Caulfield with 7. They're moving it around. Montreal not giving them a ton to shoot, like lanes to shoot from, mostly. What do we got in the power play? 40 seconds left on their power play. Boldy shot. Save Allen. He couldn't hold on to it, but they whistled it down like he did. So we'll get a face off. That should not have been whistled down. Franco, I don't know if it's his first penalty. Who's a good point, right? Shouldn't get a lot of penalties in the offensive zone. That's a no-no to take a penalty in the offensive zone. Anthony, absolutely not. I don't think penalties. I mean, they're not. I mean, that might be his first one. It's not like he's getting a ton of penalties. So no, I don't think that affects anything. 20 seconds left on the Minnesota power play. Offside. Puck came out or went over to what? What happened there? Anyway, 18 seconds left. And there'll be a face-off. I'm not sure where. Shots are 17-14, favor of Montreal right now. In a 2-0 game for Minnesota. Here comes Minnesota. Oh, Brodeen, I guess that was. Allen stood his ground, as the guy said. Puck came down all the way down the other way. That'll do the penalty. It's over. 13:33 to go in the second. Slav is out there. I guess he hasn't gone back to the bench yet. Now, Slav goes off. I wonder if he was supposed to be out there that long. Suzuki with a shot. Through traffic and got kicked away. No, Minnesota breaks out. Just a dump in and a change up. I imagine most of them did. Awesome. If you're having a good time, please give a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. Still a good game, even though we're down by 2, and I don't think Montreal's given up at all. So this game is not over by any means yet. Here comes Minnesota over Montreal's line. Shot. Saved by Allen. Goes into up to the half wall. Minnesota comes up with it. Back to the point. Over to the other. Spurgeon with it. He took a shot. It got tipped down, but still Allen made the save and hung on. Franco, but what is that? He was with Chicago last year, so why hasn't he got different pads? It doesn't make any sense. Lots of hockey left, Franco. Yeah, there's still a lot of hockey left. And Montreal doesn't give up like they did last year. They're down 2-0. At this point, the game was over at that point. You know they weren't coming back. That's not the same anymore. So as long as they don't get blown out, like they don't let it get out of hand, they're still in this game. Who's who? I kind of don't buy that they're Vegas pads either because he played in Chicago last year. So why would he still have Vegas pads? Oh yeah, Lucas. If they can get the next goal, they're back in the game. Obviously, yeah. And listen, we've seen all year they don't, even when they're not playing well, but they don't give up like they did last year. They just gave up. The first goal against, and now the game was pretty much over under Dom. And then when Marty came, that's when it changed. And that's what his wife said last night. Fleury went to Minnesota at the deadline from Chicago, right? From Chicago, not from Vegas. Chicago's pads, shouldn't they have been black, if anything? Or white? Face off. Dvorak wins. Gooley with it. Stretch pass over to blue line. Montreal still with it. That's Galley. Comes back into his end. Savard with it. Over to Gooley. Gooley back up to that. This time Dvorak. Dvorak kind of dumped it up to Galley. He didn't get it. Minnesota comes back the other way. Boldy. Nope. Boldy loses it. And here comes Montreal. Sorta. Fighting for it along the boards. Galley getting kind of thrown around. Boldy just sort of pulled him. Get out of the way. Yeah, he grabbed him by the arm and pulled him. That should be holding. Montreal goes on the power play. I think it's their first one tonight, right? They had 2 power play goals last game. Maybe they get one tonight. Maybe their fortunes have changed on the power play and they'll start scoring some. Get them back in the game here. You think that's what it is? He likes the color of the pads, so he kept them. What did he play in Chicago with those last year, though? Caulfield shot. I think it went off somebody or a stick and went out. They're just showing Caulfield on the screen. One thing different from last year at this time, You look at Caulfield, so much more relaxed and comfortable. He doesn't, he just looks like just confident out there. Last year, he looked like he was a deer caught in the headlights under Ducharme. Puck came all the way down. Look at that. A drop pass, but there was no. Well, he was there, but way behind. What was that? That was just dumb. That gave them seconds to respond, and that's just stupid. I just think it's stupid to do it all the time. I don't know why St. Louis not telling them to change that. They actually got set up. I hate that Drouin's at the point like that. I know he's a playmaker and all, but he's not really great on the point. And he lets a lot of pucks go by him, I find. They need Kim Coates like in Goon. That's funny. This is not effing baseball. I don't think motivation's their problem. Come on, Slav. Armia not going to score with Armia on the puck. Weidman to Armia over to Slav. Slav shoots. He centered it. Galley tried to redirect and it went over the glass. Penalty is over. Hey Quinn, how you doing, man? He wore light brown color pads in Chicago to match the color of the native headdress in their crest. So what's he doing with these here now? That's what I don't understand. Shaw tried to stop. Slav looked like a deer trying to stop a van. That's funny. Yeah. Imagine in a couple of seasons when Slav is more confident and blah, blah, blah. He's going to be a pretty big guy out there to have to stop. Hey, Noofy Joe. Glad you're here. What's up, man? If you're wondering, it's a 2-0 game for the Minnesota Wild. We're about halfway through the second, I guess, so halfway through the game. BL, did we bet on Matt joining us or not? If we did, you won. Oh, I didn't know that Wild those pads don't match. I don't know. I guess it's for the light color, the yellowish color in their logo, but to me they don't match. Oh, Andrew Shaw's retired. Yes, he is, Lucas. I'll take a look at them when I get another close up there, BL. They look gold to me. I'm sorry. You know, like the golden helmet that Vegas has? It looks like that to me. I think that's the most ugliest helmet. That and the silver one that I don't know what team it is that uses a silver one sometimes. I hate that. They do match. Okay, I'll take your word for it. If they do match, I don't like it. That's all. Montreal at least was able to stem that the flow of those goals coming in. They've settled back down. Biel, the Kings with the silver ones. I thought it was the Kings. I wasn't sure though, and I don't like those either. Those. Ugh. This part of the period seems to be a little bit. Yeah, nothing happening. Kind of like a lull in the play. 7:30 to go in the second, so shots are 19-16. Still Montreal up on that, but Minnesota's up by 2. Who's the Chiefs? What Chiefs? Are you talking about football? Come on, boys, let's get something going. Got me mesmerized on the game. There's not a lot you do like. No, I do like other than fuck you. That's worth an fu there, buddy. Who owns the Chiefs? I don't know. Slapshot. You're talking about the yeah. Is it a slapshot reference? Rick, do they still got that NHL league up there in Quebec? I don't know. I don't know. If they do, I don't watch it. Oh, here comes the goal against. And of course, Montreal right now, they're getting a chance or two here. It's going to go the other way. Still don't see the goal. And here we go. Yep. What the hell? Bouncing puck. I mean, that puck was just bouncing around like a basketball. Marco Rossi with his first NHL point. Yeah, that's an ugly goal. That just bounced around and then they swatted it in. Yeah, Rossi knocked it down. Might have been a high stick. That was above his shoulders. That was close. Stick looked high. To me, it did. Montreal's challenging. They're a challenging. They don't go by the crossbar. He just said it. It's the player whose stick it is. It has to go above his shoulder. If it goes above his shoulder, then it's a high stick. That's over his shoulder, man. That's over his shoulder. Oh, got to be definitive that it's not to overturn it. No, he just said it's not the crossbar. They're having trouble deciding then because they're taking time. That's above. Wow, it is really close though. It's a good goal. That's so close. It has to be definitive that it's not like it's over the shoulder. That I can see that that's not definitive. So yeah, I get it. It's also Chris Lee, so he probably wasn't going to give it to them anyway. I kind of really think it was a little above, but it's so close that that's what happens. If it's not definitive, it's a good goal. So we go on the penalty kill. Hey, Hawko, how's it going, man? Penalty kill now for Montreal because we get a penalty for the challenge that was not good. With that goal, Kaprizov goes ahead of Caulfield, by the way. Oh, Pitlick's out there, so he's playing tonight. Under 5 to go in the second now. Minnesota on the power play, so let's not forget. Montreal still 24 shots, no goals, 17 shots for Wild, 3 goals. Definitely not looking like Montreal will extend their winning streak. Not looking like that tonight. Minute 10 left in their power play. Hako, yes, he is. Allen with a nice save there, hangs on to the puck. And now we got some pushing and shoving. Good stuff by Allen there. Come on, guys, clear it out. Here comes Armia. Waste a little time here on the power play. Here comes the Wild. I mean, they're set up. They're looking for an open lane. Montreal being good at cutting off those shooting lanes on the penalty kill. Montreal sends it all the way down, right on net, and penalties over. Under 3 to go here in the second. Ooh. Come on, guys, clear it out. Oh, I thought that was tripping, to be honest with you. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't. On Suzuki. Wow, shots are now almost even, 25-24. Nice shot, saved by Fleury, kicks out a big rebound, and here they come the other way. Bad pass went off his stick, so Montreal comes back, and Galley's pass does the same, and here comes Minnesota. Minute 21 to go. We get Montreal in last period. They've come back from worse. Third period, a lot of times, is their best. So it's going to depend on who gets the next goal. If Montreal gets the next goal in this game, they're going to be fine. But here comes Kaprizov. Can't really handle the puck off the boards. Otherwise, that could have been the game right there. Zuccarello. I mean, Zuccarello and Kaprizov on the ice at the same time, man. Just get out of the period now at this point, boys. 20 seconds. Can they get out of the period without another goal? Okay, whistle at 13 seconds. Lucas, I don't know if they're not being dominated by Minnesota, but Minnesota's playing better than them, I'd say. And you're right about some of these goals, right? A couple of bad bounces. Okay, face off. And they get out of this period down by 3. And that's it. Second period's over. Yeah, I just hope third period, they come out and play well. And, it's um, they played two really good games leading into this, and it was just a matter could they keep that streak going? Haven't really played well enough to do that, but there's still 20 minutes of hockey left. And as I said earlier, because I said this earlier, they kind of like a never say die hockey team now. So yeah, I mean they're not fully out of this yet. They can turn it around in the third and have done it before this year, and let's hope that they can or not. And then we get a loss, and then we're back, on track for where we want to finish. Right? All right. So we got an intermission. What do you guys want to talk about? Let's go. Smoke them if you got them, and ask me anything. Ask me if I got to pee. Yeah, I got to pee. I can hold it. No, nobody wants to talk to me. Thumbs up if you're enjoying watching the Habs lose, or if you're just enjoying watching me, give a thumbs up. And if you're not, you can give a thumbs down. That's totally up to you. And for everybody that gives a thumbs down, yeah, fungulo. Nah, just joking. You see now. Minnesota totally dominated the last 7 minutes of that period. I don't know about totally dominated, but kind of. But not overall. The 2 periods, I wouldn't say they dominated overall. What am I drinking? Oh, that's just Rockstar and juice. Not a drinking. Oh, and you don't want me to no, and you're totally wrong. What I would say to somebody who says that would be, you better go learn hockey. Yeah, I don't know why you think that. What do you mean for which were power plays though? I don't get the. Yeah, I'm not getting that. Sorry. Were there 4 power plays against? I don't think so. Oh, you're saying, okay, wait. I think you're answering BL that they dominated the last 7 minutes of the period, and you're saying 4 of which were power plays, though. Yes, good point. Because, I mean, it's a power play, so yeah, they're kind of dominating the play, right? That's just natural for a power play. So, yeah, see, before your comment came up correcting me, I figured it out on my own. Yeah, I mean, that's a good point, right? So that's why I said I think they overall have dominated Montreal, but not really. I don't know if dominated is the right word. It's a little strong. They've outplayed Montreal overall. Now, the score would suggest that it's not, but if you look at the shot clock, and there were some really exciting times, both teams had great chances. Yeah, I don't think they dominated us to that extent. You played AAA and Junior B. Hang on a second. A&W said you're ready to be roasted. Don't push back on it. Yeah, I was being just harsh. You said to roast you. Listen, that's your opinion and you're entitled, and isn't that what's beautiful about debating hockey, right? You see it the way you see it, I see it the way I see it, and we can talk about it. Um, yeah, listen, I would just say I disagree with you. That's all. But yeah, go learn your hockey, man. When he said Wild dominated, oh, I'm reading the same thing. Gonna put all my money on Habs right now. I hope you approve this idea, Rick. I don't. Don't put all your money on the Habs right now. No, this is never a good strategy for a team that's down by 3 goals in the in and they're on the road. No, I wouldn't do that. Um, yeah, Hako, don't be that. I don't know that he's judging him. He's just trying to give his opinion, but I wouldn't say he's judging, and he's entitled to it. But I agree with you. I just don't agree that that's correct judgment, and I think you're right. It's 10 games into the season for a guy, and it's his first 10 games of his career. He's playing first line minutes. I think the guy's doing really good. Yeah, I just think he's doing really good. So. Yeah, that's why I say you got to consider all the facts. Lucas, Minnesota started the season kind of being weak on D from what you look at the stats. And last Tuesday, I said don't expect that to, and I'm right, right? They tightened up their D obviously. So yep. Danny, I do not watch Tony Marinaro's podcasts. I used to listen to Tony all the time on the radio when I was working, driving around. But I've heard bits and pieces on Twitter. That's about it. It's Savka. It is. It probably lost a little in translation because you're trying to tell the joke in English. That's all. But yeah, uh, I'm glad it's a joke because if you would actually go do this, it would not be a good idea. Um, well, AW, I kind of said that. Not that he should win Calder. I kind of think by the time the season's done, he'll be a top three finisher. That's what I've said about it. But you got to consider he never played an NHL game before this season, and they threw him into top pairing. And I think he's handled it quite adequately, not just serviceable. No, Sofka, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. I'm the one who should be sorry that I didn't get it right. That's all. But don't be sorry. JFed, I would say for me, I tend to agree with you on some days, and then there's some days that I don't. I think though Tony Marinaro knows what he's talking about, knows his stuff, but he's playing a role of being an agitator, and that gets you to comment, and it's kind of clickbait a little bit for him, but he does deliver in his knowledge and all that. But I think he's playing a role, and I think he always has. He knows what works for him, and it does work for him. Because I don't think Tony Marinaro, the way he comes across on his podcast or his on the radio, I don't think that's really who he is in real life. Stovka, here we don't joke a lot about gambling, especially on this hockey channel, because of my stance about the advertising for online gambling that some people are doing. Big names in hockey that don't need the money, and yeah, so that's why. So we're a little sensitive on this channel anyway about gambling. Yeah. Lucas, I haven't listened to Knuckles either for a while. Like I haven't listened to TSN 690 a lot in the last. I'm going to say even 5 years. So probably maybe even a little less than that. But yeah, so no, I always like Knuckles. Um, It's like anything. Look, even with me, and I'm not saying I'm of their level, but over the 4 years, people come in, they become regulars, and then they move on a little bit because after a while, you get tired of seeing that same thing over and over and over again. And I get that. And one day you're going to be the same way. Somebody else will be out there, and you'll start liking it a little more. It happens, and it's understandable. And it's just that. That's all. That's kind of how I am, and I don't listen to. I don't listen to during the day. I used to listen literally all day long um, to 690. So Yeah, no worries, Safka. You don't have to apologize or anything like that. Different cultures, right? I mean, you're gonna have things like that. Why do we have a hard time playing these guys? I don't know the answer to that, but it seems like Minnesota is one of those teams that just has our number most of the time. Every team has those. Yeah, Lucas is. I'm telling you, Tony Marinaro's just he's doing an act while he's doing his stuff. That's what I think, and I've thought this for a long time. Like I listened to him a lot, and I just think he's doing an act. From what I understand, the people who know him say he's a really great guy. So you know, that's what I think. We should be getting close to. I don't know how long we've been off on this intermission. Should be getting close to the third period. Should be. That's what she said. All right. It just got quiet in here. Now I'm wondering how long of a shower Matt is taking because Matt was supposed to be taking a shower and then joining me. Man, that's a freaking long shower, right? That's a freaking long shower. We've been on the air here for almost 2 hours, and that's a freaking long shower. How did he not run out of hot water? I don't get it. And what is he doing in there? I don't know. Lucas, you see what I'm saying? A lot of guys with that kind of crusty kind of personality on air like that. It's a lot of times it's just an act. It's just what works for him, and it does work for him, and it's gotten him far too. And but the thing is, he got far because he knows he knows his sports, he knows what he's talking about, and he's a good sports guy. Mitch Melnick picked him, I believe, and back in like he was one of Mitch Melnick's guys. I think so. Anyways, kind of discovered him and whatever, and yeah, Melnick knows what he's doing. And I think Tony is he knows his stuff. He's just playing a part. Trust me, man. I'm in entertainment. I know these things. Am I in entertainment? I don't know. His water bills must be off the charts. Why do you say that? I'm not sure what that reference is to. Oh, you're talking about Matt. I get you now. Yeah, I don't know. How do they pay for water there? Like here, I don't wouldn't I'd have been out of hot water for the building would have been out because I don't pay for hot. I don't. It comes with the rent. Um, but yeah, he's waiting for me in the shower. Yeah, he's gonna be waiting a long time. Hey, that's not true, Franco. Franco says it's been a long time. It's been a while since we haven't heard the old phrase "tarded." I think you meant "tarded" for instead of "traded." Actually, Daryl Adams let that slip out a couple of times in his comments, so I've seen it. But you're right because he's that guy's gone. Not Daryl Adams, the other guy. That yeah, I actually think that guy cleaned up his act and changed his name and is still here because I have somebody that I suspect is that person. So yeah. How much of a grace period are we going to give the team before we start? I don't think that we've stopped doing it. Hoffman, Dadonov, Drouin. I mean, that's still been out there every game. Like, got to get rid of these guys. So I don't think we've stopped doing that. Anyways, BL, don't worry about what is with Matt. For what I pay him, if he shows up every now and then, if you go by that, that's fair, right? Anyways, he probably fell asleep. Don't forget, Matt works all day from 6 till starts at, I don't know, he's up at 6 in the morning every day, so he's tired by the time he gets home. I give him a break for that. Lucas Melnick's a really decent guy. I met him once. I met him and what's the guy's name from Big Rockstar? Frank Marino. At this was a while back. At they were doing a thing in a bar on Bishop Street for Bob Dylan's 60th birthday. So you know how long ago it is. If you know how old Bob Dylan is today, I don't know exactly. Anyway, I went with a friend of mine, an older guy who used to be in radio, and he was and Dean Hagopian also used to be in radio, and they're friends of my dad and they're friends of mine. And so we met Melnick there, went outside. Melnick and I started smoking. Frank Marino comes along. Frank Marino found out I used to work at a restaurant that he loved, and I used to deliver pizza to him all the time. Never met him that way because his wife always answered the door. And then Frank Marino just started talking to me all night, and with Mitch Melnick. And I was a big Mitch Melnick fan because I always listened to him for many years. So it was a really great night. And yeah, Melnick's a cool guy. Melnick's a cool guy. Basically just a regular guy. Yeah. Yeah, I would say. Music edits. Who won? Game's not over yet. It's 3-0 Wild. Tarded. Yeah, that only Daryl Adams still brings it out every now and then. But I don't believe that Daryl Adams was that guy. I think it's somebody else that was that guy that's changed the name. And I've caught that person the odd time saying that. So that's why I think that's him. And Daryl Adams is just every now and then. I think it's a typo. I'm telling you, Lucas, he's here. We're face off on third period just started. He's still here. I'm not going to say who it is because I don't have proof, but I have my suspicions on someone. But he's cleaned up his act mostly, like mostly, really has, and that's why I haven't outed him. And like I said, could be wrong. I could be 100% wrong, and I don't want to be that person who does that. It looks like it's starting up from where it left off. Minnesota kind of, putting some pressure on Montreal in their zone. Montreal just relieved that pressure all over the place. They relieved the pressure. No. Now those are gold pads, and that's it. They're just gold. I'm sorry. I just see gold. Icing call against Montreal. You think the straps are as green? I didn't see any green personally. So now, not that my eyes are great, but I mean, I think I'd see some. To me, it's gold. It's got to be from Vegas, which is just the oddest thing. That's all I'm saying. He must really like that set of pads, and that's what he wants to like. I don't see any other reason why. I'm looking. Even the straps look gold. I'm sorry, but you might be right. There's some green in them. Wow, it doesn't make sense to me that they'd be gold. Anyway, doesn't really matter. Montreal can't keep that puck in like Minnesota does. We got 2 minutes gone here in the third. Shots are almost tied, 27-26 favor of Montreal, but the score is far from tied. 3-0 for Minnesota. Too bad we can't jinx their goalie by saying he won't get a shutout, but it won't work. It doesn't work like that. Lucas, I don't know what the explanation is, but I would love to hear what it is. Or just that these are official wild pads. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it. He's trying to blind opponents. There's somebody in the crowd that's got a light shining on it when Habs break into the zone. That could be, man. Oh, it was a 3-on-2, but they couldn't really control the puck, Minnesota. Jackeye to Gallagher. Galley, come in. Come on, take a shot. Nope. Come on, boys. Let's make this third exciting at least. It's kind of a boring third, sorry to say so far. We're almost just over 3 minutes into the third, and I don't know, it's kind of boring. Montreal usually not a boring third period team. And I dare say most of their scoring has come in the third period so far this season. I dare say that. How dare you? I dare. I hate those goddamn boards, man. They're so freaking distracting. Why does every freaking team have them now? Lucas, the silver helmet. I saw that too on Twitter. People, oh, I love those. They're great. No, they're not. They're ugly as shit. I hope you won't see an original six do that. No original six have those kind of colors to do that anyway. And besides, kings should have gold, not silver crowns. So I don't even know why they went silver. We're full 4 minutes into the third. Shots are tied now at 27. That hit the post. Many hit the post there. Goalie's best friend. Hey, Canadian Kevin, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Lull them into playing soft, and then it's not working. And I mean, they're quickly running out of time now. Like now, we're almost 5 minutes into the third. You're running out of time. It's 3 goals. It's not chopped liver trying to catch up here. Like that good Jewish reference. Like it's almost for sure if they don't score a goal here in the next little bit, like minute or two, they're not coming back. Man, whose stick broke like that? David Savard, his stick broke because the puck looked at it. I think it was weird. Slappy Pickle. Hey, both of yous, welcome in late. It's okay. It's just that gold is not in the Wild logo. Is that supposed to be gold that's in there? I thought it was yellow. If it's supposed to be gold, I guess they match, but I don't like them. Come on, boys. Mount an attack. They really can't solve Fleury tonight. I mean, that's I don't know if they get one. Will that open the floodgates with them? I don't know, but man, get one. They scored all their goals against St. Louis for the week. Yeah, we should move past the pads. You're right. Hey, Jack, how you doing? I don't know that it's Habs versus refs so much tonight. There were a couple of incidences. That's it. I wouldn't put it that way. What do I like, BL? I like people that don't ask me what I do like or don't like. Nah, don't put it like that. Everybody doesn't like things, and everybody likes things, and that's how life is. We'll have a face-off, I think, to the left of Allen, but we'll see. He hung on to the puck for the face-off. Ryan, I actually heard though today that I think giving Slavkovsky a game with Suzuki and Caulfield might be upcoming, as long as Slav keeps progressing. So I don't know where I read that today. In putting all the pregame stuff together, I read that and I thought, yeah, I can see that. Jack, I love seeing us above Toronto, but I don't expect that to stay. Like, I don't think Toronto makes the playoffs. I'm still saying that, but I don't think that they finish down with us. You making fun of me now? I didn't say I like the pads. I never said I like those pads, so don't even think that. And if you think of that, better go back, cut the clip out, and play it for me. I'll enjoy go Habs go. I'll enjoy the wins and accept the losses since they get us closer to maybe getting Bedard. Okay, well that's an interesting thought. Yeah, I wouldn't take Mitchkov either right now. Jack, so do I. I hope I'm right because I said it often enough. But yeah, I still think that's the case. Now, if they fire the coach and the GM and they bring in competent people, that could definitely make that change. And there's still enough games for them that they could turn it around. But right now, I still think that they're not going to make the playoffs. Ooh, what am I yawning for? At 12:45 to go down in the third. Oh, they said Duran's name again. And he was involved in a little bit of stuff there in front of the net after the shot. Oh my God, that's a Jesus Gallagher. My God, yeah. Ryan, yeah, but you got to start with the coach and the GM so they can bring in better players or different change the culture. That's why I'm saying that. Yeah, I dare say Montreal. I don't see Montreal coming back much in this game. I'd just like to see them score a goal at least, and then be the same score as last week. But I don't see them coming all the way back here. Lucas, that's a really good question. If Dubas is there still, probably let him walk. I don't know. Yeah, I can't see them trading him though. Like, I don't know. It's just a weird situation, and I don't know what they're gonna do. If they're smart, they do trade him next year when he's on. Oh, look, somebody's showing up. Look at that. That was a long shower. I got it. That like how do you afford the water bill, man?
Would have been nice to tell me that you were going on tonight.
I did. I'm sure I did. You just forgot.
I swear to God, I have no text. You did not ever
no,
tell me.
I didn't tell you in text. I'm sure. I might have not. I mean,
last
apologize.
time I was on, you said you had the meeting, so we weren't having the game tonight. You
yeah,
never
but I mean,
texted me or anything.
I assume that when I'm doing a live stream, even though you're not here, you do know what's going on, and I've been mentioning it every live stream that I. But that makes me think that next game is Thursday against Winnipeg. I won't be doing that game. I definitely won't be doing that game. I'll be doing a pregame show. I don't know. It'll be early, but I don't know if I'm going to do it live or pre-recorded. So look for that.
No, it's funny. I went on YouTube and I was like, why the hell is he on the pregame show? He's supposed to be at a meeting.
Yeah. Well, I was going to do the pregame show anyway.
Well, I mean, I figured you would do, but I looked at the time and I'm like, the game's about to start. I don't know where he has to go to his meeting, but he doesn't move that fast.
Yeah, sorry. I'm sure I meant to tell you.
It's all good, broski. What's up, Delaney? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, JD, you're back. JD says he believes you, Matt. Most people wouldn't, but JD believes you. Hey, Gabriel, welcome in.
Delaney, Phils are up big right now. I think it's like 7-0.
Brian, but you know, every team has that one or two teams that they just struggle against, and yeah, it might not be any more than that, but you know, like you say, good coaching should be able to break through that. BL trying to start a conspiracy. Yeah, I'm going to also dare say I don't think there's going to be any more scoring here in this game.
Probably not. Listen, it is what it is.
The pace really slowed down. This is a really kind of a slow pace for this game. It was much better for most of the game up to now.
For sure. But hey, listen, at least we're down 3-0 to a good team, not the Anaheim Ducks.
Gabriel, what are you confused about, dude?
BL was making a joke in the chat.
As long as the cheaters don't win, looks like Notre Dame is going to get who cares bowl. But man, see that who cares part? Yeah, that's all I need on that. Sorry, JD, you're talking about a different sport.
three different sports there.
Notre Dame, that was
baseball,
for you. That was for you. No, but see, Notre Dame, that was for you.
I
should have stopped there.
And then Manchester United, yeah. But yeah, no, United, much like the Canadiens, United they're making progress.
Yeah, that's soccer. I don't really. Main question is, do anybody actually know the identity of this Montreal Canadiens team yet? Because I really don't. No, I kind of said that going in or in the pregame show. I don't know which team is going to be here, and are we going to get that like a continuation of this winning streak or not. And yeah, I don't know. I think they're figuring that out right now, JD. So
For sure.
yeah.
For sure. And I think they will figure it out. You know
Oh
what I'm
well,
saying?
without a doubt they will. Just yeah, they just didn't figure it out tonight. That's all.
Yeah, look, I mean, it is what it is. But Minnesota's a good team, too. You know what I mean? It's, so.
Minnesota is a good team. Yes.
Like I said,
Yeah,
it's
there is
not like
fire.
we're
What's
blowing
that
a
hanging
3-1
off
lead
me?
to the Anaheim
Oh, it's
Ducks.
this. I didn't hear what you said. Sorry.
I said it's not like we're blowing a 3-1 lead to the Anaheim Ducks.
No, we're not. Nope.
I watched that game. That was hilarious.
Yeah, I kind of wish I would have watched that game. But you know what's clear is that I think Sheldon Keefe lost that room.
Well, that and I don't know. He's probably the only coach in the history of coaching that's benched a player. The player went off to have a tantrum in the hallway, and then he put the player back in. I don't know
Yeah,
any coach in the history of coaching that when a player walks off the bench and leaves the team for any reason other than they're hurt or they're really going to take a shit, that you put him back in the game after something like that. I don't get that at all. To me, that's unacceptable.
Yeah,
You walk
because
off the
he's a
bench to
pussy.
throw a tantrum because I benched you because you suck. You go on, go back, just keep going down the tunnel. You're not coming back in the game.
He's a pussy for a coach. I mean, that's just all there is to it. I'm sorry. You're right. That shouldn't happen.
Mitch Marner never should have gotten back in that game. I'm sorry.
And I think they've lost. He's lost the room. He called a timeout at like 11:07, and you see that when he's going through his whatever. One of the guys that are going to be on the ice, only one of them is looking at him. If you're not looking at your coach at a time like that, then you don't believe, you don't want to hear a word he says. You're not listening. Anyway, we'll see what happens, but I think there'll be some. I think there's if they 2 more losses for Toronto, and there's a change there.
I think that I wouldn't shock me if you see a guy like Nylander or maybe even Marner get traded. I think they got to make something big happen if they want to do anything.
If I'm Shanahan, I don't let Dubas make a trade. I don't let him. Nope.
I mean, Dubas' contract runs out after this year, and the way things are going, he's not coming back. Oh, there it is, Suzuki. Nice little shot there.
They're on the power play.
Not enough time left, but we're on the board.
We're on the power play. I don't have it yet, so don't announce now. I'm behind everybody. Suzuki. Nice shot from falling down on his knee, too.
Oh, yeah.
So it's 3-1. Once again, I was wrong. It said there wouldn't be another goal, and there was. Look at that.
Well, yeah, obscure. That's what I mean. Unless you got to poop really bad or you're hurt, there's no reason you should be going down down the tunnel in the middle of a game. Oh,
yeah,
Gallagher
I don't know
almost
what happened there.
Scored.
It's better than him crying on the bench.
No, he had a tantrum because he got benched because he gave the puck away twice and it led to 2 goals.
Cost them, I know.
And then Keefe put him back. That's what I literally in the history of coaching that, since I've been watching sports, I've never seen a coach put a player back that's thrown a tantrum because he got benched and he walked off the sideline or off down the tunnel or anything like that.
No, for sure.
That just should not ever happen.
Something
it's
happened.
Bad coaching.
Right? Yeah, no, he's too soft.
I mean, he had to bench him because Marner was having a terrible game, but you can't put him back in after that. And even, it's funny, League fans are even saying the same thing. They were like, the hell with Marner. You can't put him back in the game.
Yeah, Leaf fans are quite pissed with their team.
Yeah. Although I did get pretty pissed off there. I showed you that picture that someone tweeted, right? with Carey Price with that caption on it.
Oh yeah, that's just ridiculous.
That pissed me off quite a bit. It pissed off actually a lot of Leaf fans though too. A lot of Leaf fans were commenting under that like that's not okay.
5 minutes to go, just over 5 on my clock. Montreal got 1 goal. They got a goal. Yay! Matthews ends up where? Big American city. Something like Vegas, something like New York, something like that.
Well,
LA.
neither team really has the money.
LA, they'll make the money. They'll make the room. Somebody will make the room for him. But honestly, I mean, he shouldn't get the kind of money he's probably going to get, because it's ridiculous to have any players making that kind of money, and it screws up your team. But he'll go somewhere.
Yeah, I at the beginning of before the season started, a lot of analysts were saying that he might get like the first ever like completely max deal.
Yeah, that's just a mistake, whoever does it.
Yeah. It'd be like what? Well, they couldn't do 8, but they'd be what, 7 years at like 12.5 million or something like that. Something.
Yeah, it would be 7
stupid.
because he'd go to a new team.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless they trade him at the deadline and he signs with that team, it'd be 7. But yeah, I mean, it'd be. I'm hearing even 15 million possibly for him. Like, that's ridiculous.
I mean, unless the cap skyrockets, I mean, 15 million's what? 15% of your cap in one player?
Well, that's it. It's crazy.
Or not 15%, but it's like it's up there.
It's over if it's under 100 million. The cap.
Yeah.
The cap looks like it's going to go up 4 million by before next year, but still, any team that could afford to pay that kind of money, he doesn't want to go to.
It's be what, like Arizona?
No, maybe that's the only place he'd probably go to, but I'm talking about there because I'm sure he doesn't want to go to a shitty team. He wants to go to a team that could contend. He wants to go to a big city where they can afford to pay him and where he'll get lots of sponsorship deals and shit like that. That's my opinion. So what do you do if, like, really, what would you do if it's trade deadline time next season? And what do you do with Austin Matthews? Because he's on an expiring contract. And if you know he's not signing with you, what do you do?
You have to trade.
You have to.
You have to, because the haul they get for him would be unreal.
Right. But
even though he does make the contract would be a hefty contract, it's still going to be an unreal haul because he's still one of the best players in the league.
What do you do if they're contending? What do you do if they're going to be a playoff team and they're contending?
If the Leafs are? Or...
Yeah. What do you do if you're their GM? You know you're making the playoffs, and he's on his last year, and you know he's not going to sign, or you figure he's not going to sign. Whatever, like you know that he's not. What do you do with him? If you trade him and you're going into the playoffs, the fans are going to kill you. And then if you don't, well, after the playoffs, you've lost in the first round. You really lost a big haul of players to get. So it's a hell of a dilemma. It's going to take a GM with balls of steel to do that, and Dubas doesn't have that.
No.
That's what I think. So if Dubas is the GM next season, I think Matthews actually walks because he doesn't have the balls to trade him. Or they're asking way too much, and the only teams interested are teams that know he won't re-sign with them. So they're not going to give them what they're asking for, and forces Matthews to walk. I love that. All right, enough fantasy. He's not re-signing in TO. I really don't believe that. Nope.
Not at the rate they're going.
Yeah, I don't believe he wants to sign in TO anymore.
And like just watching that game against the Ducks, I mean, like you said, Rick, they don't put the card. I mean, there was just no.
They have no heart. I've
Effort.
said this a long
There's
time.
an effort problem there. They
I've
don't
said
start
it.
games on. They don't start games till the second period.
I've said it for a while, haven't I? They don't have what's in the chest. That's what they're missing.
They have nobody on their defense knows what the hell to do in their own end.
And they have a soft defense. They do.
I love
now
Morgan
Muzzin's
Riley,
out,
but Morgan Riley's been terrible in his own end. Justin Hall doesn't know what.
But he's always been. He's an offensive defenseman. He's not good in his own end. And Muzzin's been their only like grit on the back end, and he's out.
Justin Hall, I don't think knows his ass crack from a friggin' hockey.
No, they have a horrible defense.
He has no idea what the hell he's even doing.
You know, and I personally,
I don't think that goaltending. If
I don't think the goaltending's
going
to stand up. So
if Shalgren or Samsonov get hurt, their backup's the emergency backup goalie.
Yeah,
I
know.
Literally
they're
cannot totally, call up a goalie.
They're in a horrible position, so I don't see how they make the playoffs. I just don't.
And we pretty much called Matt what was going to happen with Matt Murray. I mean, he sucked in his first game, then he got hurt, and
we're not opining about Leafs strategy. We're actually having fun talking about how bad the Leafs are. That's that all Habs fans should enjoy that.
Like Woody, he got hurt in his second game, and he hasn't played since.
Yeah.
We knew that.
Franco says empty net goal. Why? Why was there an empty net goal? They pulled the goalie to try to come back. I don't know why he tried that. What's the difference? They lost anyway. We're going to lose anyway.
It's all well and good.
Seattle's an interesting. No, I think he goes to a really big city that offers him sponsorship deals and that kind of thing. So maybe Seattle. I don't know. I don't think he has a chance to win there, so I don't think he goes there.
LA?
I said LA, New York, big city like that.
I mean, hell, Anaheim. Anaheim will have the money.
Rory, nothing about relaxing. I've been predicting they don't make the playoffs for a while, so I'm just no. If they do, they won't win the first round. That's true, but I mean, I don't think they get there. And yeah, I like talking about the Leafs. Why not?
Oh no!
What happened?
Oh baby! Slavkovsky just got hit his head on the boards. Evans is fighting somebody. Slavkovsky was slow to get up.
Okay,
Evans
here comes the hit.
Oh, where? Somebody.
That's a boarding call, and he was about to go off.
He crawled off the ice into the bench.
Who did that?
Shaw, it looks like maybe.
That little piece of shit.
Evans and Xhekaj grabbed. Xhekaj didn't fight, but Evans fought. But they had dance partners.
No, I think it was Boldy that hit him. What's this little kid get in there and fight? He's the smallest kid on the ice, and he took Evans down.
Oh yeah, it was Boldy. Was it Boldy that hit him? I couldn't tell.
No, it was 23. But that's not the guy that he fought. So whoever this is, 23. That's Spurgeon? No. That Rossi?
Yeah, it's Rossi. I mean, Slav is still on the bench, which is good.
Send Arbor out to go after whoever the freaking hell's on the ice and just take them all on. That's all.
He had a dance partner, but the guy wouldn't fight him.
How much time is left? With a minute 20, I doubt this goes further.
exactly who's a Arbor skated around and the guy fought Evans instead of Arbor.
Well, I don't think Arbor would have taken on Shaw. He's like twice the height of that kid.
Yeah. I mean,
I think what someone needs to do is when they drop the puck, just start wailing on Chris Lee. Just start wailing on him. Try to hit him from the back of the head to knock his chin out so he actually has a fucking chin. Sorry for swearing.
Yeah, St. Louis pissed. I mean, Slap is still on the bench.
Yeah, he's still there. He's looking okay.
Yeah, I mean, the way he went down, my concern would be his neck. A concussion, obviously,
okay.
but he didn't look like he was shaking his the cobwebs out or anything. But my concern would be his neck, because he kind of hit his neck.
Yeah, but he seems okay. He was looking up. He seems okay.
Yeah. And the Wild are on a power play.
The Wild are on a power play. How's that?
I don't know.
How the hell is that?
I don't know, but Dvorak smoked somebody.
Jack, I should immediately drop the gloves on somebody and just start wailing.
He's out there.
I know, but he's not going to do it.
A referee just tripped over the blue line.
Wouldn't it be nice?
Arbor just shot. Oh! Oh, Arbor was getting physical with somebody. And the ref's trying to hold it back. We got another scrum. If I was the referee, I'd get the hell out of the way. Slavkovsky's getting... Oh, no, that's...
that guy's Rossi. He went after Rossi. That was Rossi.
Monahan just got his helmet ripped off in a chokehold. Jack Guy is ready to rip someone's head off.
Yeah, he's going after Rossi.
He's called him a stupid fuck.
He wants Rossi, man, bad. Oh, man, he's going after him. You know what? I give respect. It was a dirty hit. He says, I don't care how big you are or how small you are. I'm going after you. Don't do it again.
Shoves him off. Boom, another big hit. Boom, another big hit. Yeah, so that's what's basically going to happen if you touch Uri, you touch Cole or Suzuki. Arbor's going out on the next shift, and he's going to kill you. St. Louis turned to him. He said, Arbor, kill him. Yeah. Said, I got it, coach.
That's not going to happen anymore. When you do something like that, they're coming after you. Kovacevic also went after somebody. So you're not pushing them around anymore. Big or small. You want to be a small guy and try it? We're going to come after you too. So hopefully that over time, teams will stop doing this shit. Now, wouldn't it be nice if Chris Lee had to come out in front of the media and explain his shitty calls?
I don't know if it was him, but one of the refs grabbed Arbor when Arbor was trying to get after Rossi, and I was like, I get it, but at the same time, like, I feel like Arbor, if he wanted to, could just go and toss him out of the way.
Yeah, and it's too bad there's no more games between these two teams, so this will have to stew for a while.
Oh, God, can you imagine if we played each other again? Rossi'd have a target about the size of Texas on his back.
Oh, yeah.
I still don't know how the Wild ended up with a power play, though. But it is what it is.
This game's over, and I'm interested in what JFed says here. Collective bargaining rules. Matthews and Leafs cannot reach a deal before July 1st, 2023. Oh, well, that's because there's a year left. Yeah, the last year of the contract, as soon as your contract, the year starts, they can sign you anytime during the last year. He still has this year and next year. So, no, they can't sign him before July 1st, 2023.
Correct.
Yeah, that's nothing new. Best refs in the world, eh, Franco? BL, he wouldn't have had an opportunity there to drop the mitts himself, and he was having trouble getting off the ice. So I don't know how he would have done that. And I don't know that he got back out on the ice.
Monahan got in there too, and two wild guys had him in a headlock and ripped his helmet off.
Yeah, if there was more time in this game, then this would have been, might have even got out of hand a little bit, you know. But the game is over. So Montreal drops this one 3-1. So it's the exact same score as last week. So what are you going to do about that? Not much. Oh, Franco, I don't doubt about that. And it's not about the refs, but it was Chris Lee. Chris Lee's a shitty ref. And I wish he just have to answer to the media for his shitty calls. But they don't. And that's a problem. I think that should be rectified. But Bettman wouldn't do that because, hey, they're the best Leafs, the best refs anywhere in the world. So, yeah, the Leafs are on my head. My mind. So Bettman wouldn't do something like that, have them do that, but that's what they should do. They should change it, and the refs have to answer to the media.
I mean, who's it? To be fair, Arbor probably would have killed Rossi, so the ref kind of saved his life. But I get it.
Yeah, well, you know
what?
I
mean, that would have been kind of a scary fight because I think Arbor would have dropped him in like 3 punches, and they'd have to fish his nose out of the back of his head.
I'm just saying this. If a kid like Rossi, young, old, I don't give a what size he is, if he's smaller and can't defend himself against somebody on the other team, then God damn it, don't do what you did. You made it. It's a dirty play. You did it. You know what? If someone pounds you in the head, sorry, then you should have thought of it before you did that. Sorry. Guys shouldn't be allowed to get away with things because they're small. When they're dirty like that. And why was that not a boarding call?
Yeah, I don't know who went to the box for the Habs. I don't know what let me see if I can get it on my phone here.
I'd love to punch Chris Lee right in his chin that he doesn't have. Imagine hitting a guy with no chin. I mean, he must go down like that. Right? Must be. Guru, that's a good, probably right that they waited to pull this shit the last few minutes because they didn't want to give Arbor the time to come after them. And they also know it's the last game between the two teams this year, so they don't have to worry about it rest of the season.
Oh, it was Chris Weidman for cross-check on Marco Rossi.
For a cross-check on Rossi, but Rossi not for boarding.
Yep.
That's a typical Chris Lee call.
Then Connor Dewar, Arbor, and Sean Monahan all got thrown out for that scrum at the end of the game. Well, they gave Weidman a misconduct, too.
And Franco's right there. This is another character-building moment. These kind of things are. Bonding, they bond, and it's good character that they didn't sit for that. And like Habs teams of the past, push a guy around and we don't do anything about it. That's not going to happen anymore.
No, and that was a message to the league. If you're going to fuck with our guys, with our young guys, with our stars,
yeah,
you're going to die.
We're not going to take it, and it doesn't matter if it's a small guy. I'm still going after him. I doubt he would have punched him into the ground, but I think he would have probably grabbed him and put the fear of God into him. That's what I mean.
I think that fight. I think all he would have had to do was hit him once right in the mush, and that would have been the end of the fight.
Yeah, but it might have been the end of the guy too. Come on, you can't have that either.
Well, don't board Yuri Slafkovsky.
Exactly, true. I agree with that. But I mean,
if you board him, you board Suzuki, you board Caulfield. Arbor's on the ice the next shift.
No,
if you're
okay,
on
but
the ice too, you're dead.
To an extent, right? A guy like Arbor punches a guy like Rossi in the face, could kill him. Literally,
yeah,
could,
with the size
right?
of those mitts.
Right, he can stick the bone in the nose into the brain. You can't do that. But I think, you grab him and you scare the living hell out of him without beating him up. And I think that's enough, because if Arbor grabs a little, because he's a smaller guy, Ross. He's 5'9", I think. He's not a big guy.
Mm-hmm.
If Arbor grabs him and shakes him, I think he might shit his pants. But because he'd be thinking this is the end. His life
Just go
flashing in
for
front
me.
of his face. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, anyways, I think Franco's right though about it. It's a character building moment.
Oh, for sure.
And it's a really great bonding moment as a team. Guys standing up for the other guys. It's a great bonding moment. And this will benefit down the road more than them getting their revenge tonight.
And it wasn't just one guy, too. Weidman,
Yeah.
Monahan,
Okay,
Evans, and Arbor.
Prove it. Weidman proved last year. He's not afraid to step up. And he's not a big
Evans
guy, but
fought. Obviously, we saw Arbor and Monahan, too, at the end. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's good to see.
It's a collective effort. I love it.
Yeah.
We're not going to be pushed around anymore, period.
And it's just not just one guy that's going to respond anymore. The whole team's going to respond back. So I like that. J-Fed, I would sort of agree with you on that. He says don't like to hit, but Uri has to protect himself. He was going to the boards to go out. He was going to the bench. He was right by the door. He was going off. I don't know if that's fair, that criticism. Why should he have to protect himself as he's about to go off the ice? So I don't agree with that. Jack, I shouldn't have let him go. Don't pull the jersey and ask him politely. Drop the gloves and run at him. I've done it. God, a game was worth it. I think he tried to get to him. They wouldn't let it. The ref got in the way. I don't know that he would have.
That must have been a little scary for the ref too.
I don't know that he would have punched him, but he was going for him.
Oh yeah.
Eric, that could not have been a clean hit against the boards like that. Now he was close to the boards, so maybe that's why it wasn't boarding, but he was trying to go off. It was just dirty, plain simple dirty. Plus, don't forget, I'm sure Minnesota knew the ref on the ice. Chris Lee's not going to call this. BL, you say that, but Jack Eye's 6'4", 238, and strong with big hands. Rossi's 5'9". Okay? Maybe 175? Right? You put that fist into your nose, and that could happen. I'm not saying it would for sure, but that could happen. You can't let a big guy like that punch a small guy like that in the face. You can't.
Well, it's either that or he knocks his teeth down his throat and he chokes on his teeth and dies.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
Huzu says he's 6'5" and he sent a 5'4" guy to the ER for injuring his captain. You don't ask for retaliation. Listen, if a guy wants to, somebody got blocked. If a guy wants to injure another player, I'm sorry, I agree, kind of. But I mean, do you really want Jack Eye nearly killing Rossi? He's gone for how long because of that? And all, I don't think we want that.
No, I blocked the guy because he made a dumb comment. I think it was just a troll comment.
Oh, okay, I didn't see the comment.
Oh, it was just something about the Canadiens being weak and how Slafkovsky's weak and needs to be traded. I was like, no, that's a troll. Get out of here.
BL, I don't think anybody, when you're hit like that and you're shaking the cobwebs out of I don't think you're getting up and retaliating or able to. That's all.
Right, and I think the coaches probably said, you just bumped your head. You relax. Don't, you're done.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Especially at his age, you're not going to risk any further. I mean, I'm not saying that he has a concussion or anything like that, but any hit to the head or neck area, that's it.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't send him back out there.
And you don't want him getting up and fighting after a hit like that.
No. That's what we have Arbor for.
That's right. So, no, he's not going to answer the call there. Somewhere else afterward, yeah. I mean, you're right. He will. I think he'll be I don't know how physical he is, so we're learning that. BL, I know Ty Dobbin was only 5'8". I don't think that comes into play here. Not every small guy is Ty Domi.
Yeah. Or Chris Weidman.
BL, I got you. I got you. That's fine. You're right. In due time.
Honestly,
But again, any player in that position right there is not going to get up and answer the bell.
No.
And we don't know down the road. Well, they won't meet again till next year. So,
but I wouldn't want him to after the way, where he hit. I wouldn't want him to
but
do
no,
that.
but it's clear
stupid.
BL didn't mean that. He meant in due time.
Oh,
he'll have to start, but not in a situation like that.
Absolutely.
I mean, even if Arbor got hit like that, I don't think he gets up and fights.
I mean, it's gonna take. I mean, it's gonna.
Well,
I
his
don't
bell
know if
was
Arbor
rung.
can get hit like that.
His bell was rung, so he's not. No.
I mean, it's gonna take a hell of a hit to knock Arbor down, though.
J-Fed, the team will have to wait till next year. It's unfortunate, both games so early in the season. And then something like this, it's almost like they kind of knew it too, right?
I don't know. Maybe we'll get lucky and Rossi gets straight into a team in in the East.
It's not happening. Rossi should be a pretty good player over time.
Oh yeah.
But that was a cheap shot.
Oh, for sure.
And there's some animosity, I think, from last year. Then wasn't it last year Spurgeon? Didn't he injure Dvorak in a game? I think because I did a video about it. I'm pretty sure that was last season.
I think so.
Yeah, it had to be Dvorak's first season here. So so there's also some history between the two teams from last year. Do I think there will be a suspension on the play? No penalty on the play to Rossi. I don't think there'll be a suspension because of that. In general, that's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Reeves will be Jack Eye's measuring stick. Yeah, that's pretty much. We'll see if they where is he with the Rangers now, right? Reeves? So we'll see what happens there.
Be a hell of a tilt.
Eric, I agree with you, and I've said it. I think that is what will mainly keep Arbor here. Is that physical play? That physical threat from him?
For sure. But I think he's also been, I think he's gotten better, just hockey-wise, too, every game he's played. Because he can play the game.
Oh, I mean? No, definitely.
And I think he'll develop that. I think Arbor will be a staple on the blue line.
Oh, I do too. But I'm just saying right now, definitely he's not going to be. I doubt they're going to send him down, even in a rotation type thing, because they need that physical threat from him.
For sure.
It's important because we haven't had that here in a long time. And now there's more than Arbor to do that, but nobody's as physically, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, but there's nobody like that other than him on the team right now.
No, I mean, he's the type of guy that, if he's mad at you and he comes at you, you're going to poop your pants.
It's got to be scary to see that, and especially if you're a small guy.
Oh, well, I feel bad for whoever that ref was that was trying to hold him back.
Nah, it's a ref. Don't feel bad.
Well, no, but I mean, I'm just saying, it must have been using every ounce of strength he had to keep Arbor from killing the guy.
BL, though, Andy floating around a little too much, but maybe he's doing that because he doesn't have to play as physical a game because of the other bigger guys that are here now.
Yeah. I gotta say too, Chris Weidman's becoming one of my favorite players on this team, really because of his leadership. I mean, he's gotta be one of the. I know he doesn't have a letter, but
who are we talking about? Weidman?
Chris Weidman, yeah. I mean, he's gotta be one of the leaders in the locker room.
He's got a pair of balls on him.
Yeah.
He's got a pair of balls on him. I like that. It makes you respect him a little bit.
He's got the cajones.
All right. I think we're going to take off here. before you guys leave, please give a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. And I want to remind everybody, we will not be here Thursday. I have a meeting, very important meeting, and can't make the game, but I will be doing a pregame show. I kind of tend to think it's going to be pre-recorded, though. And then we'll be back. Well, I'll be back. I don't know if Matt will be back on Saturday or not, but I'll be back on
Probably
Saturday
not.
for the Vegas game. Back home after the road trip on Saturday, and it's against Vegas. And it's also the last night before we turn the clocks back. So there's that. So that's it. So, yeah, I won't see you for a couple of days, but hopefully I will actually have a video out in the next few days. And I think that's it. Anything to add there, Matt?
No?
Nope. No. All right. So thanks, everybody, for being here. I appreciate it. It was an okay game. It was a little disappointing compared to the last two games, but hey, that's kind of how it is. And that's it. So thanks for being here. Stay safe till next time. Peace out, y'all. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
See you
Have
guys.
a great rest of the night. Keep your sticks on the ice. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Ciao.